Constitutional Convention. The Constitutional Convention begins. The Congress held a Constitutional Convention formed by the state delegates to review and, if needed, change the Articles of Confederation. In 1787, a convention took place with the purpose of changing the Articles of Confederation, in the hope that it would contribute to a better control over the existing situation. Many state delegates believed that minor changes would not be enough. The debate was held behind closed doors, so delegates would be free to speak. 55 delegates from 12 states were part of this convention. Rhode Island was the only state not to send delegates. George Washington was elected president of the convention. Benjamin Franklin also attended, and thanks to James Madison, we now have a historical record of the events that took place in the convention. The Virginia Plan. The Virginia Plan was proposed for the creation of a strong central government. The Virginia Plan, proposed by Edmund Randolph, called for the division of the central government into three branches: the executive branch to carry out the laws, the judicial branch would be a system of courts, and the legislative branch would continue to be the Congress. The executive branch was to be carried out by one single person, the President. Another change was proposed in the legislative branch structure, in order for it to allow for an upper house and a lower house. The Great Compromise. With the Virginia Plan, some differences between the states emerged. A new plan was proposed to satisfy both sides. The Virginia Plan favored highly populated states like Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts, due to the number of votes they could exert. New Jersey disagreed and proposed the New Jersey Plan. The New Jersey Plan proposed equal representation in Congress and that it consist of only one house. To satisfy all the states, Roger Sherman proposed a two-house Congress. The lower house was to be based on population. The upper house would hold equal seats for each state. This proposal came to be known as the Great Compromise and was the first step in creating a new constitution. Debates over slavery. The issue over slavery further divided the delegates to the convention, until finally they reached an agreement. The southern states wanted enslaved people to count when calculating how many representatives a state should have. The North opposed this proposal. In the end, they agreed to the 3/5 compromise. Each enslaved person would count as a 3/5 of a free person, less than a person. This proposal was an achievement for the southern states and a blow to enslaved people. It made a distinction between free persons and all other persons. Many northern delegates wanted to ban the buying and selling of slaves, but the South opposed, claiming it would ruin its economy. The shipping of enslaved people into the country would be allowed for 20 years. A new constitution. The new constitution was written and signed by all the state delegates. After weeks of debate, the delegates agreed to all terms. Gouverneur Morris wrote the preamble. The preamble highlights a significant difference between the Articles and the new Constitution. Many Revolutionary War heroes attended as delegates, like George Washington and Benjamin Franklin. Foundations of the Constitution is that it emanates from the people of the United States.